Once upon a time, in a vibrant kingdom nestled between rolling hills and vast forests, there was a mighty prince named Prince Leo. He was known far and wide for his strength, valor, and his ability to defeat any opponent in battle. The people of the kingdom feared him, but they also admired him greatly. He ruled the land with an iron fist, demanding that his subjects bring tribute to the palace every season. If any villager failed to meet his demands, they would face harsh punishment. In the same kingdom lived a young, clever villager named Lucas. Lucas was small in stature, but his sharp mind and resourcefulness made him beloved by everyone in his village. While most of the other villagers cowered in fear of the prince, Lucas always looked for a solution that didn't involve fighting or violence. One day, the royal messengers came to the village, informing the villagers that Prince Leo demanded a larger tribute than ever before. The tribute was to include food, treasure, and other valuable items. The villagers were distressed, as they barely had enough to feed themselves, let alone give such a large tribute to the prince. They gathered in the town square, wondering what they should do. "How will we ever manage to meet the prince's demands?" one villager asked, wringing her hands. "We have nothing left to give," cried another. Lucas stepped forward and addressed the crowd. "I will go to Prince Leo and find a solution," he said. The villagers were astonished. "But Lucas, the prince is so powerful. He will never listen to you," they said. Lucas smiled, unafraid. "It is not strength, but wisdom that can win the day. I have a plan, and I'll convince the prince that it is in his best interest." The next morning, Lucas set off toward the royal palace, his heart full of determination. As he arrived at the grand gates, he was allowed to enter without hesitation, for everyone in the palace knew of the young villager's reputation for cleverness. Prince Leo, lounging on a golden throne, looked down at Lucas. "What brings you here, young man?" he asked, his voice booming. "Your Highness," Lucas began, bowing respectfully. "I come with a proposition. I know the villagers are struggling to meet your demands, and I wish to offer a solution that could benefit both you and the people of the kingdom." Prince Leo narrowed his eyes. "A solution? What could a mere villager like you possibly offer me?" Lucas remained calm and composed. "Great prince, you have great strength and power, but the people fear you. They offer tribute because they are afraid. But I believe you could rule not just through fear, but through wisdom. If you showed the people your mercy and wisdom, they would willingly give you what you need, and you would be respected not just for your strength, but for your fairness." Prince Leo leaned forward, intrigued. "Go on," he said. Lucas continued. "Your Highness, you are a prince, and as such, you have the ability to change the way your subjects view you. If you demonstrate mercy and allow them to offer their tribute willingly, they will bring you more than you could ever demand. They will give not out of fear, but out of respect for your wisdom." Prince Leo thought about this for a moment. "But why would they believe a common villager like you, Lucas? They know I am the most powerful man in the kingdom." Lucas smiled. "Because I will tell them that you, the great and wise prince, have decided to give them a chance to prove their loyalty, not through fear, but through voluntary tribute. I will make them believe that your strength is matched only by your compassion. They will respect you more for your wisdom." Prince Leo's eyes sparkled with interest. "Very well, you may go and spread your words, but if this plan fails, you will be the first to pay the price." Lucas returned to the village and spoke to the people. "The prince has agreed to spare you if you show him your loyalty by bringing tribute, but instead of demanding it, he will accept it willingly as a mark of your respect for him and his wisdom. If you give with your heart, he will be merciful." The villagers, though still nervous, agreed to try. They began to bring offerings to the prince, food, crafts, and valuable treasures from their homes. Over time, however, Lucas noticed that the villagers were still giving small portions, hesitant to offer their best treasures for fear that the prince might not truly be merciful. Prince Leo began to receive the tribute, but he was not satisfied. Though the people had been giving, their offerings were sparse. He questioned Lucas. "Why do they not give more? I've shown mercy, but they still hold back." Lucas observed the situation and replied, "Your Highness, the people are still afraid. They believe that your strength alone is what matters. They are unsure whether your mercy is genuine. They need to see that that your wisdom is truly powerful, not just your strength. The prince frowned. So, what do you suggest? Lucas replied, you must show the people that you are not only a ruler who can conquer, but a ruler who can listen, understand, and rule with fairness. If you truly believe in mercy, you must prove it, not just in words, but in actions. Prince Leo, now understanding what Lucas meant, decided to make a grand gesture. The next day, he invited all the villagers to the palace. He addressed them with a speech. People of my kingdom, I have ruled with strength for many years, and you have feared me. But I now realize that true strength is not just in conquering others, but in understanding them. I will no longer demand tribute, but I ask that you give it freely, out of respect for the wisdom and mercy I have shown. In return, I promise you peace, fairness, and protection. The villagers, deeply moved by his words and actions, began to give the finest of their harvests, crafts, and treasures. They no longer gave out of fear, but out of respect and admiration for their prince's wisdom and compassion. Prince Leo, once feared for his strength, learned that wisdom and mercy were just as important as power. His people, who had once trembled before him, now respected him for his fairness. And Lucas, the clever young villager, showed that even the smallest voice could make a powerful change. By using wit and wisdom, he taught everyone that true strength lies in understanding, not just in force. The kingdom prospered, and the villagers lived in peace under the rule of a wise and compassionate prince. True strength lies in wisdom and compassion, not in the power to rule through